Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Minecraft Mining Podcast. This is actually our second episode, and we have a heck of an episode planned for you today because there was a lot going on in the Minecraft world. Later on in today's show, we are going to have none other than Forever Bedrock member Joe Nathan on the server. And as you guys know, this podcast is being filmed on the Forever Bedrock realm. So, guys, a lot going on in Minecraft this week, but before we get to that, I want to talk about something that happened to me this week. So, this week, I went up and I visited my parents, and they got to asking, why I like Minecraft so much and what is Minecraft, because, they don't play video games or, they're not really from a generation of video games, so to speak. So, my dad asked me what was Minecraft, and I'm like, well, it's a game. And then I was like, how do you explain to somebody who doesn't know what Minecraft is what Minecraft is? And I was like, well, it's kind of like Legos in a sense. I was like, you kind of live in this world, but like you're on basically an island kind of deal, and then you have to like survive. But I'm like, at the same time, once you get so far into the game, you don't have to survive. You kind of build stuff, but then you can also build machines. But then you can also go kill bosses. And it's just like, what really is Minecraft? And I was like, I think the simplest way to explain it, and this is, what I told him, I'm like, it's basically a game where you can do anything within the game. And I told him, we got diamonds already. I told him, I was like, there's people that build like giant houses. There's people that build like giant redstone machines. There's a myriad, really, of things you can do in this game, and you're not really limited to one thing per se, like, I don't know, like, let's just say, Farming Simulator. That's a pretty big game nowadays, ain't it? Like, Farming Simulator, you're kind of limited to farming, even though, the new one, they did open it up more to other things, but you're farming, and you can farm in this game. You could make... if you like baseball, you can make a baseball game in this. There's people that even made like actual computers in Minecraft. And it's like, it's just whatever you want to do. The only limitation in this game really is your imagination. And I think that's pretty impressive. And that's probably why I've been playing this game since, 2010, 2009, which we touched on last time, because you can just keep going. There is no end per se. I mean, sure, you can beat the dragon, and that's the end of essentially the bosses, unless you want to throw the wither in after that. That depends, what your playstyle is, but there is no end, because just because you beat a boss doesn't mean that you can't go try and build a house after that, a giant mansion. So for me, I told him, I'm like, it's like Legos, but you're playing a game and it's limitless, but it has the graphics of like Sega Genesis. I mean, that's basically what it is. You figure it's a 16-bit game. And I mean, that was really the only thing that I could think to explain it to him. And, so yeah, but all right. So that's my fun story for the week, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little one. If you guys know how to explain Minecraft better than that, let me know down in the comments section below. I always enjoy reading your comments and everything along those lines. Now, we actually did get some comments on the last episode here, and I'm actually going to go ahead and bring those up. So, let's go ahead and check this out. So, if we go to... There's so many videos being uploaded from the Forever Bedrock realm, guys. You need to go check them out. So, if we go back to the last podcast, we'll go to the comments. Alright, so the first comment on the last episode is actually from who we're interviewing today. And you remember last episode, guys, we were talking about a parody update. And Joe Nathan actually said, personally, I would love a parody update. It seems like after each update, they get farther away from their true goal of parody. And I do actually really agree with that. I think, Minecraft itself, with the two different versions, they do keep moving further and further away. And the thing is, the goal is they're trying to move closer and closer together to the point where they're both even. And it doesn't seem like they give Bedrock the respect that they give Java. And I mean, I can kind of understand that because Java, let's face it, is the original So that's probably more like their baby, but I wouldn't see that as much because, as you guys remember, Notch actually sold Minecraft to Microsoft. And, you know, that was like, what, $1.2 billion or something like that for a guy who just created a game. You know, I mean, he created a heck of a game, but man, that, you know, that amount of money, he's set for life. He's actually working on another title, I do believe. And I forget what it is off the top of my head. So we have our next comment, of course, from K's Creations. And you guys know that D-Ski is part of K's Creations, and he's also the Realm owner, admin, and all of the above. So he said, almost first, you should see if Prow would be willing to come on the podcast. A lot of insights he has and could share, I am sure. So Prow, as you guys know, is another Minecraft Bedrock player. I believe he was on Truly Bedrock Realm, I believe. But I follow him on Twitter, and he's very insightful to the game. He's not just like, you know how the community is kind of like you have builders, you have redstoners. Well, he's kind of like the guys who understand the game and like the coding and all that stuff and like what goes on within the game and why that works that way, if that makes any sense. So Prow is very, very good at what he does. Very insightful, very knowledgeable about Minecraft Bedrock. And he posts a lot actually about the parity issues that Joe Nathan was talking about. So, you know, I would love to have Prowl on the show. And, you know, maybe one day we can have him. I would like to, you know, of course, interview all of the Forever Bedrock members first. So, Freb was the next comment, and he was like, listen, I was there. I just wasn't paying attention. And he goes, oh, hey, the one time I'm not too loud on a call. And I did actually notice that, guys, last time when Freb called in. I did try to boost the audio a bit. Right now, my recording setup's kind of janky because we do this on Discord. I basically just call them because, I mean, just like a podcast, you know, people call in. So I'm trying to keep it similar to that. So I do realize I kind of have to move the phone, you know, for the phone call. So you guys can actually hear him. Fred was kind of soft. So, but like I said, there's going to be technical issues in these first couple episodes, and, you know, we'll hammer them out as time goes on. I'm not going to be perfect at this, but, you know, I'm going to try. And then the very last comment was from Gumo Gomo No. I have no idea what that means, but he said, nice. And you know what? I'm going to say, yeah, man. It's sick. So, all right, guys, I appreciated all the comments on the last episode. Like I said, you know, leave comments on the episodes. I'll read your comments, and, you know, we'll discuss them in every episode. I think that's a pretty cool thing we can do. Did I miss some gold? I did not. All right, so pretty eventful week for Minecraft this week, am I right? So you guys know that I normally put these episodes out on Saturday, and this episode's actually going out kind of late due to just some, you know, real life stuff I had going on. So, you know, sometimes it happens. It's a downfall of being a small creator. But so Minecraft this week had some snapshot and a beta, actually. So the snapshot for Minecraft Java edition, because remember, snapshots are for Java, betas are for Bedrock, it took away the ability for frogs to eat any other animal. So I guess for whatever reason on Java there was a bug where frogs could just eat anything, and that even included the player. And I believe Henrik, which is one of the developers, he actually posted a video of a frog eating a goat. And, I mean, it's kind of funny if you think about it, because, let's face it, frogs can't actually eat goats that we know of. And they also had an issue where frogs could actually eat the player, and it would just cause your game to crash. And I think that's just because the game was like, yep, this is even too weird for me, right? So they ended up fixing that bug. And then they also added a new feature in Java. Now, I don't know if this one is coming to Bedrock, but it's actually called a place feature command. So if you guys aren't aware, or you haven't ever really gone to creative mode and done like any of like the search functions or anything like that. So if you go in creative mode and allow cheats, you can actually like type in, I believe it's find or search or something along those lines. And you can type in like temple. and it'll take you to the nearest desert temple, or you can type in like mine shaft and it'll take you to the nearest mine shaft, stronghold, etc. So that feature on Bedrock Edition is kind of weird. It works, but we don't quite have the searchability that Java does. There's a couple of searches that are missing. But what they added for Java was called place feature. Now, place feature is kind of the opposite of search in the fact that if you have, let's say you're like in a mountain and, rather than searching for a geode, you can just type in place feature geode. And you can do that for anything in the game. Like it can even go from like geodes to mine shafts to bastions to even something as small as like a tree. And you can just type in place feature and it'll spawn that thing where you put it. And there is some limitations, and it's basically to like the spawn limitations of things. So for instance, like you can't spawn a cactus on, say, like, soul sand. Like you have to have a piece of sand underneath of it to spawn a cactus. So there are limitations, but they aren't like super limiting because it's just how stuff would normally have to spawn. I believe I watched a video by Exumavoid on this, and he did like chorus fruit, the plant, tree, bush thing that grows in the end, and he found out that like in order to place feature, you had to have end stone below it. And then same thing with like a geode. Like you can't just place a geode out in the open, and it has to be like underground, so you have to go into the blocks. So, I mean, there's limitations, but for like people who create maps and stuff like that, or, go in creative mode and build, I mean, it's going to be a very, very useful feature. It's actually a really cool idea. So, props to Mojang for adding that in. Now, hopefully it just comes to Java Edition. Now, like I said, there also was a beta update this week, and I actually have the bug list for it. Now it's just a matter of actually finding where I put said bug list, but I know I took a screenshot of it. It's the one downfall of doing this throughout the week. So, oh yeah. So we have, alright, so here is the beta update for Bedrock Edition, and this is all in preparation for 1.18.2. So, they fixed several crashes that could occur during gameplay. They fixed a crash that could sometime occur when computing the loot table of a villager without user data. Under pathfinding, they fixed an issue where the ranged attack goal could not be used to move mobs in some marketplace packs. Now, that one I'm not familiar with because I don't really do a lot with, the marketplace. User interface. Play screen exit button now present with touch input on the Nintendo Switch. So if you guys are on Nintendo Switch, you're evidently going to have an exit button. And they also fixed crash when hovering a pattern in the Stonecutter UI. So that was another bug that I, of course, have not come across yet. And under technical, they have fixed block namespace not being recorded in item stacks placement and destroy rules when sent over the network or save the disk. Whew, that was a long one. So basically, this beta is not really adding anything new. Okay, I'm on lava. It's not really adding anything new. It's just a bunch of bug fixes, which, I mean, let's face it, that's something we all want anyhow. So, I mean, nobody's going to complain about a bug fix, am I right? But those were two major things. So also during this week, oh my gosh, is this lava annoying. So also during this week, there was also an issue with the Minecraft servers, and they were temporarily down. Now, the thing is, a lot of people on Twitter made this out to be like the end of the world. And I do get it. Like, people play Minecraft at all. Oh my gosh, there's lava. People play Minecraft at all different hours of the day. And, people live in different time zones. So I get it. But in terms of my time zone, this was like 2 in the morning, I think. And basically the servers went down for server maintenance, which, I mean, you would expect that in a game, especially a game this size. I wonder if I can get down here yet. Okay. So you would expect it in a game this size, but it was like a whole big thing on Twitter, and everybody's like, Minecraft's broken, and, oh, it's the end of the world. I'm like, dude, like, chill out. Like, I mean, I get it. When you want to hop on and play Minecraft, you want to hop on and play Minecraft, but, it's not that big of a deal. Just give it some time. They'll come back. Like, Microsoft and Mojang just didn't quit. They're like, oh, yeah, we've had enough Microsoft. Yeah, we're done. But, I understand some players were like, whoa, that's kind of shocking. And, when you do want to hop on and play a game, you want to hop on and play a game. It's kind of like game updates on the Xbox One. Like, sometimes, I occasionally hop on and play another game, and I'll go to play it, and even though I have automatic updates on, I got to sit there and wait for an update, and you're like, come on, like, I just want to, I just want to play the game, So, but, it wasn't that big of a deal. Everything's back up and running. I don't believe it affected Bedrock players on Realms. I believe it was just Java players on servers, so, like I said, it wasn't a widespread issue, but it did cause a little bit of panic amongst the community on Twitter. So I guess that'll bring us to our bugs for the week. So once again, Henrique, I believe. No, this was actually King B Dog. So he posted, it was actually a Bedrock bug. So evidently on Bedrock, there's a bug where Withers and Evokers, now you guys know who Withers are. Evokers are the guys who live in the Woodland Mansion, and they're also part of a raid. They're the guys who go, wah, 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 and Minecraft dungeons, but they have like the little bird things, I guess they are, like angel things that like fly out and attack you, and then they're the ones that have the spikes that come out of the ground. They also drop the totems of undying. But those guys and Withers were both dropping XP without players killing them. And everybody was kind of talking about it on Twitter, and Jay, also known as Mega Spud, who's also another developer, tagged Silent Whisperer in it. And he's like, we know about this bug. He's like, but it'd be cool if you didn't take it out. He's like, basically, but it wasn't like that big of a bug. And they said they're actually going to fix it. And same thing with the Piglin XP bug, which I don't know that one. It's evidently the Piglin XP farm as a way to passively farm XP. That's a new bug to me. I have no idea what that is. So, but evidently there's a Piglin XP bug if you guys are out there. So, if you want XP, evidently just do something with Piglins. But yeah, that was pretty interesting to learn that they drop XP without a player kill. Now that could mean like basically, Iron Golem could kill him or something along those lines. He wasn't really specific. So that's really all the known bugs this week that popped up. Nobody really put a lot of stuff out that I noticed. There actually was a very interesting post, and I believe this was also by King B Dogs this week. That one, I'm not 100% sure who posted it, but it was actually talking about the Warden again, and Skulk, Catalyst, and Skulks. Now, I guess the original design for the Warden and the Skulk and all that was white. And they said it was a trypophobia, I believe, or tryptophobia or something like that design. And that was the original design, for the Warden, was like white, and then he kind of had like black accents on him, whereas now he's kind of like a dark blue, at least from what we know. And he has like black dark coloring on them too. But I kind of get why they went more with the dark colors, because a bright white Warden kind of walking towards you kind of defeats the purpose of the deep dark. It's supposed to be dark, and here you have this bright white object just walking towards you. It makes sense. So I get why they changed it, but it was just cool to see the original concept art. And if you guys are on Twitter, I believe it's one of the developers, so just, look them up and you'll eventually find it. But definitely pretty cool to see, how the game evolves and different ideas they have and toss around. And we are getting really lucky on diamonds this episode. But, always check all those guys out and make sure they are actual developers, not like Phoenix SC, who claims to be a developer. But they also did bring Nembomb onto the development team. I don't think we've ever talked about that. Now, if you guys know who Nembomb is, he's actually a Java player, and he played for the longest time on the SciCraft server. And if you guys don't know who that is, Mumbo Jumbo actually did a video on it. But it's Nembalm, Ilmango, and then a bunch of other dudes. But Nembalm and Ilmango, I think, are the two most popular members of the server. I could be wrong. I don't really follow Psycraft all that much. I've only seen like highlight videos of Psycraft itself. Now, Psycraft is known for building massively huge, absurdly big farms. And that's really the only way I can think to describe what these guys do. They basically push Minecraft to its technical limits. Oh my gosh, this lava. So it's basically like, I don't know. Okay, so we have that tree farm that we built at the end of last season, right? And I mean, that's a pretty big tree farm. It does the job. It does what I need to do. But like, that would be a baby farm on their server. Like, these guys just push it to the limit. They have, you know, farms for that they can turn. They have mob switches, I should say. So they can basically turn off all the mobs on the server, and it's basically like they're playing on peaceful mode just by hitting a button, which is, oh gosh, is kind of done with shulkers. I don't know how the farm works exactly, but I'm assuming it has something to do with mob limits in Java Edition. So, I mean, when you're on a server that can just do stuff like that, you know you're in for a big, a big server and big farms. They clear perimeters around all their farms, so everything is basically perfect rates, for lack of a better term. They have an RNG manipulator, and what that means is basically, ooh, this cave is really nice, but they have an RNG manipulator, and what I mean by that is basically they did something with chests on chunk borders, and if you do it for so long on Java Edition, it basically gives you less RNG, I guess is the way to say it. Like, you have more predictable outcomes. So what that means, and I'm kind of beating around the bush here, but what that basically means is Fortune 3, for example. So with Fortune 3, like right now, we're using Fortune 3 on our pick. So with Fortune 3, you on average get 2.5 times the ore that you would get without Fortune 3. So if you come across 10 diamonds, that would mean that probably a very high chance you would end up with 25. Now, with them altering the RNG with those chests, they actually have Fortune 3 that is Fortune 3. So Fortune 3 for them multiplies everything by 3. There's no chance of them getting less than 3. And that's why I said they push the game to the technical limits, because, who does that? Like, that's absolutely insane. Yeah, now see, I just hit those 2 diamonds with Fortune 3 and I got 2. Now, if Psycraft had done that, they would have gotten 6. So pretty cool that they can do that. And then, I mean, just the farms they have, witch farms, they have a quad witch farm, and, it's just ridiculous what these guys do. But anyways, Nembalm and Ilmango are, at least Ilmango in my eyes, is kind of the go-to source for farms on Java Edition. Like, he's the one who builds, like, here's the best farm in the world, and you get 50 gazillion items per hour. He's one of those kind of guys. Very, very technical player, as all the Psycraft players are. And Nembalm is more the same. There's a lot of Nembalm farms out there, and of course, I mean, a lot of you guys know who the Hermitcraft players are. They use a lot of Nembalm and Ilmango designs. So, like I said, very well known amongst the community, and very, very intelligent technical players. And of course, with him going to Microsoft and joining the development team, I mean, first off, kudos to him, because that's super impressive. But, I think this game, from a Redstone technical standpoint, is going to go to an area it's never been before. And that's just because he has the knowledge and know how to do it. I'm not saying that, prior Minecraft developers didn't, but when this guy basically made his whole Minecraft career, YouTube career, something along those lines, out of just building massively huge farms that are overly efficient, I think he's going to have a step up on, anybody that Microsoft ever could have hired. I mean, I think that's fair to say, So kudos to him. And like I said, I'm definitely excited to see where this goes. Now, the interesting thing I believe that's going to come of this is, of course, you guys know that Java Redstone and Bedrock Redstone aren't exactly the same. There's minor differences. I'm not saying there's like glaring differences, but there is a lot. Like, we don't have Quasi Connectivity, which ironically is a bug that they never removed from Java Edition. But of course, if it was in Bedrock Edition, they would remove it because, let's face it, we don't deserve fun bugs. But Quasi Connectivity, for you guys that don't know, the easiest way to explain it is... Oh gosh, shouldn't have done that. So the easiest way to explain Quasi Connectivity is basically, if you have, let's just say this is redstone. So if you have redstone here, it technically shouldn't power this block here, but it will. So basically, redstone can power adjacent blocks. You know, and it's useful in Java now that players have figured out how to use it, but it is a bug, and they have never ever removed it. So, like I said, if this was... Uh-oh, I'm lost. Like I said, if this was, of course, Bedrock Edition, they would have removed it instantly because, let's face it, we cannot have nice things. And it does sound like I'm complaining a bit, but, you know, they actually just ended up, and D-Ski has been posting about this a lot, they are actually removing the Furnace XP bug. And basically what that is if you smelt X amount of items in a furnace... I don't know, let's just say it has like 10 levels, because remember, furnaces can be basically XP banks. Well, every time you smelt one item after that, you still get 10 levels. So it's like a super, I don't want to say cheaty way, but it kind of is, way to get levels very, very quickly. And I mean, that's useful for like enchanting and stuff like that, but that's been a bug on Bedrock for quite a while, actually quite a few updates. And Bedrock, or not Bedrock, Java Edition actually has something like that too. But I believe their fix is just to remove furnaces storing XP. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know they are going to fix the XP bugs. So if you guys are out there listening still and or watching me mine, you might want to cash in on that and get yourself to quite a few levels. So, as you guys can see, I'm actually 101 levels, finally. So, we have finally hit level 100 on the server. So, kudos to me. But, yeah, that's about it in Minecraft news. That's the bugs. Yeah, that's everything in Minecraft news that I can at least see that happened this week. For me, on a personal end, you guys know I didn't put out a second video this week, of course, from the Forever Bedrock realm like I normally do. I try to do 2-3 videos a week. And that was only because, if you guys remember, of course, at the end of the last actual episode on the server, I said that I have to AFK up some more copper to finish the bottom of the ship. And I've literally just been AFK on the server. I haven't actually physically played on the server in, I don't know, like actually, I mean actually like played like this on the server in quite a while, probably 10 days, and I'm still AFKing copper to finish the bottom of the ship. I'm actually running out of copper. That's how much copper I've been using in this build. So I hope to get another episode out for you guys, of course, by like Thursday of this week. If you're still watching, you know, you'll know that there's going to be an episode Thursday, and, you know, we can start adding in the bottom of our ship, and then, of course, we start grinding towards the top of our ship. So we still have a lot of work to do, but I'm enjoying it, and I do think this is, oh my gosh, more lava. And I do think this is a very unique idea for a build, so I'm kind of glad that I'm getting to push myself like this in a way that normally wouldn't. Oh, please don't be lava. Oh, there's lava. Lava! Ah! You know what? We're just going to go around. The easiest thing about Minecraft, you see lava, just go around it. But, and my shops have also made some diamonds this week, guys. So, jungle logs have been selling actually rather quickly, which is odd because, I mean, I don't really know of anybody specifically using jungle, but I actually do have to restock jungle. I just haven't had time because of AFK and copper. I can't go back to my tree farm when I need to be at my actual base to get copper. So I will add more jungle logs on the server, guys. It's just a matter of time. And of course, beacons has not sold anything. There are 2 beacons for sale, though, so 16 diamonds, and they're somebody's, but you know, it is what it is on the server, so that's basically all I got for you guys today. Next week, I am going to be talking about actually probably more towards Minecraft Legos. My birthday was actually this week. That was another thing that kind of popped up, and you know, kind of why I couldn't do this podcast on time. But a lot of other stuff popped up this week. But my birthday, I actually got some more Minecraft Lego sets, and you guys know that I love anything Minecraft. I got the Ruined Nether Portal set, I believe it was, or the Nether Portal. I can't remember what set it was exactly. I believe it's set 21172 on actual, you know, Lego. And I also got the Creator set, which is the Jungle Treehouse. And that is actually the second set that Lego Minecraft has released that has the chicken in it. I actually have the first one, but I kept it in the box. I've never actually built the chicken farm. So I have actually another set with chickens, so now I'll build this one, and I'll just keep the chicken farm in its box. And then, of course, the Nether Portal one is one of a few sets which has full netherite armor in it. And it's a weird set because you get a netherite helm, a netherite chestplate, a netherite sword, and a diamond pickaxe. So, I mean, it's kind of weird that they gave it to you like that. You think it would just be a netherite pickaxe, but not a big deal. It also comes with a baby sheep and a wither skeleton, but I have plenty of wither skeletons. But that's enough about that, because that's actually what I want to talk about next week. And maybe I'll even, you know, take some pictures of the sets I do have, because I do collect them. And yeah, I also got, well, I guess I can tell you what else I got for my birthday, because it's Minecraft related too. Imagine that. So I actually ended up also getting myself a couple more coffee mugs, and I got like the squarish ones. So I got the TNT, I have the creeper now, and I also have, ooh, there's lava there. And I also have the diamond ore block. And I guess there is a zombie coffee cup. I don't have that one. And I would imagine, but I'm not sure, if there is also a or not a creeper. Would it be a creeper? I think it is, cup. But anyways, I got those. They're pretty cool. And I also got a coffee cup that is one of those, as you add hot liquid to it, it changes colors. So the outside is like this black color, and it has like, you know, random pickaxes and stuff like that on it, and it says Minecraft. And then like as you add coffee or tea or hot water, it changes to build, create, explore, which is really cool. My wife got it for me. You know, that was one of my gifts, or gifts that she got me. So I actually really, really like it. It's actually not my favorite coffee cup, just because it changes colors. I mean, I'm easily amused like that. And thankfully, my wife understands me, and she knows how I am. So yeah, but like I said, next week, guys, if there's not a lot going on in Minecraft, we'll definitely talk about Minecraft Lego. And there is a lot to talk about. So if you're interested in Minecraft Legos, check out next week's episode. So, all right, guys, it is about time to get none other than Joe Nathan on the show. So I'm going to cut the recording here real quick, go grab Joe, and then I will be right back with y'all. All right, guys, so we are here with none other than Joe Nathan himself from the Forever Bedrock realm. So, Joe, tell them a little about yourselves. Tell them, you know, why you started Minecraft, why you started, or how you started playing on the realm. You know, anything you want to tell the people. The floor is all yours to start with.
Okay, well, let's go all the way back to some year. I think I was a freshman in high school. So that tells you how young I am. Let's see, that's probably 7 years ago that I started playing.
Oh my gosh. Making me feel old, thank you.
Okay, so that was, let's see here. I don't know why it's so hard to remember this. So yeah, that's when I really started playing. I actually knew about the game when I was in like middle school. I knew a friend that played the game, and it was like really in creative mode,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know anything about survival mode or anything like that. I don't even know if the game had it back then. But yeah, and they were playing on the computer, and I just didn't enjoy it. And then I was more of a Roblox person.
You were a Roblox
Legit.
person.
I was, yeah. I mean, playing all those like obby games.
See,
Yeah,
I skipped
those.
over that, thankfully.
Yeah, but then I found out that you could get it on your mobile device
Mm-hmm.
when I got into my freshman year, and I actually started playing right when they added in potions into the Pocket Edition.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Um, so this was even before we had the Nether or the End. This would have been when we still had that like bluish block that you had to put like gold and stuff around or whatever.
The Nether reactor or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, the reactor core or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Um, so that's when I started playing. Um, and then for the YouTube, it's a bit of a strange thing. I kind of just started to get into watching YouTube at that time too. Watching guys like Beijing Canadian play Hunger Games, and then watching guys that are like Captain Sparkles and all these other people, YouTubers. And then I was like, wow, that's really interesting. And it got me into wanting to create. And then, I didn't think it was possible on mobile devices
Mm-hmm.
because, it's like, wow, like who would have thought? And then, I stumbled upon a person named Jack Frostminer.
Oh, yeah.
Um, he was like, I think, one of the first Pocket Edition players to reach 1 million subscribers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was huge
And
back in the day.
yeah, I only wish he was still playing, but it
Yeah.
is what it is. Yeah, so it's that kind of really got me started on to creating. And then for Forever Bedrock, I met Dan off of Facebook. It was like a Facebook page. Dan from K's Creation. I'm sure all your listeners know who he is.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, and then he was talking about how he had a realm for creators. At that time, I wasn't really making videos anymore, and when I did make videos, it was like no voice or anything like that. So then I got Windows 10 version because it doesn't look very professional playing Pocket Edition on YouTube. Not hating on anyone who does it, but it's not very professional in my opinion. So yeah, and then I started playing, and then I kind of got out of it again, and then that server kind of closed down, and then he started this one up, and here we are today.
So you're kind of one of the originals then on the server.
I would say so. Yeah, it's Dan and I are the only ones left from the original group.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow.
that's if he didn't have a server before that, but yeah.
Wow, that's kind of crazy. So you're the OG around here. You're the old man.
Yeah, I'm the youngest veteran here, so. Well, I think I'm the third youngest person in the group, so.
Yeah. So
Very hard.
you're a PC player then, right?
I am a PC player, yeah.
So what kind of PC do you have? What are you running? Some people like to hear that.
My build sucks, so. I definitely need to upgrade this. I got it probably like 5 or 6 years ago. But it's an Intel Core i7, and then I have 16 gigabytes of RAM, DDR3, with a GTX 1550 Ti, I believe.
And you can run Minecraft perfectly fine on that, like right on the Realm.
Oh yeah, I can run it. I mean, other than the weird realm crap, but yeah, it's you don't need a great computer to do it. I mean,
Well,
like literally,
how far in like single player can you like have the render distance?
I don't think I've ever actually tested that. I know that my render distance now, I'd have to go in and check, but I know I used to have it at like six. For some reason, I want to say 16 chunks, but don't know if that's right.
That's pretty impressive though. I mean, everyone thinks that with PCs you always have to go bigger and better, as the years go on, like you have to get better graphics cards and all this, but I mean, if you're on a 5-year-old PC, I mean, that's proof that you don't need this massive machine to just play Minecraft.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm. I hope I can at least stream today. I've never actually tested it, but with Minecraft, but that's kind of the new stage I'm going in is with streaming, and hopefully my computer can handle it.
And your internet.
But yes, well, I have like 2,200 uploads, so hopefully.
What? Are you serious?
Maybe that's download and it's 20 upload. One of the two, I can't remember.
My gosh, that's ridiculous. I have like 25 down and 1 up.
Oh my goodness.
And that's a major step up for me. Like, I'm happy with this speed. I couldn't even imagine 200 down. That just blows my mind. Oh my gosh. You Midwesterners get all the good internet out there.
Well, I'm sure if you get to California, you have a higher.
Yeah, you can probably get like that Google Optic or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Dan.
Yeah, so my download is 219, my upload's 14.
Jeez. Yeah, I would just dream of that.
Hopefully my internet can handle it, I would say so. But yeah, so hopefully my graphics card will be good.
And then you're planning to stream on YouTube, correct?
Yeah, it'll be on my YouTube channel.
Now, is there any plans to stream on Twitch or anything similar to that, or is it just going to be exclusively YouTube?
Well, I kind of thought about Twitch. I knew I wanted to do either one and then kind of just edit the streams down for VODs.
Okay, yeah.
If anything interesting happens, which who knows on this realm.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know. It kind of took me onto a little investigation, if you would, because you see all these hermits when they live stream. I think they all do Twitch.
Yeah.
But then someone I was watching, which I'm sure everyone knows who that is, F-Whip.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
F-Whip.
Or Bryce. Yeah.
Whatever you want to call him. Yeah, so he actually just recently moved to YouTube. And he mainly did that because, from what I understood from his stream, he mainly did it because all his viewers were already on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And to try to get people to be like, hey, I'm streaming on Twitch and move to a different platform, it didn't really seem like something that you should do. It's like...
Yeah, exactly. Why move your audience?
Right, yeah, it's like, you already have the audience here. Why try and move them when you can just do the same thing you're going to do on Twitch onto YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I mean, I only have 60 subscribers, so it's like not like I'm actually losing anything if I move to Twitch.
Well, I mean, you worked hard for those 60 subscribers.
Yeah, sure. And then it's like also I can just have them on like the streams on a video in case someone does want to watch me play for 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know a lot. I usually never watch live streams themselves. I always end up watching like the replay or whatever. I watch a channel in my spare time called, I don't know if you ever heard of it, it's called Puma Plow.
I haven't, no.
but he plays Minecraft. He also plays Farming Simulator, but he specifically streams on Twitch. But he will make YouTube videos, and then his Twitch live streams he just uploads as videos to YouTube, and I'll like put them on as like a podcast. You know, if I'm doing like something big, and then just listen to them because I mean, Farming Simulator, you know, it's not really a a riveting game to watch, but you know, I'll do something like that, and that's for the longer streams. That's what I'll do. I'll just treat them like a podcast, basically, and just listen to them.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I do because I actually live like I have to drive 30 minutes back and forth to work, so it's like I need some of that, longer videos to just listen to.
Man, 30-minute drive.
That's what I'll plug in while I'm driving to work. So.
Man, 30-minute drive one way.
Yeah, I think it's actually 28, but still. Yeah,
oh my gosh, dude. I can't even imagine. I have a 62-second drive to work, and I think that's too far.
Oh, man.
So, what are your plans, future plans for your YouTube channel, streaming, etc.?
Yeah, so right now, I mean, especially with me living, having to commute an hour back and forth to work, it's an hour less day that I can actually, sit down, edit, record videos, all this fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, starting up an educational course I have to take for work. I found that I didn't have really any time to record, which is why I'm going into the live streaming.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was like, so that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing. It's just mainly live streaming for right now, and once I can find time, I have some cool ideas for videos and to try to get more collaborative videos out, and I think that's really what's gonna be, is like I'm gonna just stream, and it's almost like a Zuma Void's second channel where he just talks about his opinions and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
That's really what my streams are going to be. And then like every once in a while come out with like a communicative video, like somewhere on my channel and everyone else's channel we started a raid where we took down an ocean monument. I think that was before your time.
Yeah, that was like right before I came on. Like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yes. So we haven't really done anything big with you yet, have we?
I mean, Thanksgiving. And the 1.18 thing.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. So yeah, if we do like a Thanksgiving event or a Christmas event or maybe even like an Easter egg hunt type thing for Easter.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, so if we do more of collaborative, I'll probably do those videos instead of streaming, just so everyone else gets their chance to get their video out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wouldn't want to, stream and then mine would be the first one out there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But so, do you have a stream schedule set up yet, or anything like you're willing to commit to, or is it just when you can at this point?
Yeah, so I'm planning on doing it weekly. I mean, today I'm doing it at 2 o'clock. So I think it's really just going to be on the weekends.
Okay.
I would say probably I want to try for Fridays at like 7 and then end it around 9.
And that's Eastern Standard Time, just for everybody listening.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, cool. So, all right. So you got your stream schedule somewhat set up, and then, like you said, you're going to add more to it, which is good. So, what about your YouTube channel in general? Like, what would you like to see it grow to? How would you like to see it grow?
Well, I mean, within the year, I'd like to have 400 million subscribers, 1 billion views. No, Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I really want right this second. What I want from it, I'm really just kind of just trying to have fun. And if people enjoy it, then they hang around. I mean, otherwise, at least at this point, it's not a huge deal. I know there's some creators out there who are trying to do this as a full-time job. Maybe even some of our creators on the Forever Bedrock. And for me, it's like I have a good job working for, my county's government. So it's like I have a good, stable job, and I'm not worried about the future as much as some other people are. So.
Well, look on the bright side. If you did do this full time, you wouldn't have a half-hour commute each day.
That is true, yeah. I mean, I'm definitely not against doing this full time, but it's not something that I am looking at in the immediate future, though.
Okay, cool. So, well, we're almost at the end here, so I'm going to ask you the two most random questions I'm going to ask people. I'm just going to start doing this to everybody. All right, so first question. Do you think Freb has a Midwest accent? Because you're kind of Midwest yourself, aren't you?
I mean, yeah, I'm from Ohio.
Is that Midwest or is that East Coast?
I think it's considered Midwest.
Okay, so you don't have an accent. Do you think Freb has one?
You know, you asked me that, and now I can't picture I can't, think of his voice.
He has one when I give it to him. We can all agree on that at least.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, he's from what, Illinois? No, that's not right.
Iowa, I think.
Iowa? Okay, so it's in that group.
He's like, isn't that right next to Ohio, or is that Illinois? Or that's Indiana, that's right next to Ohio.
Yeah. Iowa's on the other side of Indiana, I think.
Yeah. See, we're doing geography lessons now, and people are getting this for free. So the last question I have.
Two wrong people.
Yeah, that's true. So the last question I have, and this is going to be a Minecraft question. So, would you rather fight 100 horse-sized chickens or 1 duck-sized horse?
Okay, you switched on me. So then first you said chicken. And
well, yeah, that's
switched to duck.
Well, I mean, technically, the Minecraft chicken is a duck or a chicken. It doesn't go either way.
Okay. And this is in Minecraft?
I mean, Minecraft, real life. I mean, it could be both. Minecraft and real life. Which one? It might be different.
Let's see. So it was chicken-sized horses or a horse-sized chicken.
Yeah.
Chickens can be vicious.
They can.
So I think if it's real life, probably the chicken-sized horses.
Okay.
In Minecraft, I think it'd be fun to do the duck-sized, or the horse-sized chicken.
It'd be like the super zombie that never made it into the game.
Yeah.
They should bring that back. That would be a cool boss. But, all right, well, anything else you have to say in conclusion, Joe, to wrap it up? Any shout-outs you want to give? Channels? Whatever?
Help subscribe to my channel. Help me beat, K-Dog to 100 subscribers. Yeah. Really just show some love to all the Forever Bedrockers. We all have a pretty fun time, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
So,
we have a blast.
I do know that Dan just came out with a video, or case creation.
Yeah.
So if you need to know how to find diamonds, go over to that channel. And then yeah, so
All right,
I
well,
think that's it.
all right. Well, thank you very much for your time, Joe. We appreciate it, and I will be sure to check out your live stream in an hour.
All right, thank you. All
All
right,
right,
bye.
all right. Bye-bye. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed getting to know none other than Joe Nathan himself on the Forever Bedrock realm. Definitely a cool dude. Glad he was able to spend some time with us, stop by and chat with us. And like he said, guys, always check out the other Forever Bedrock realm members. Their links are all in our description boxes below. So if you're subscribed to one of us, go check out another one of us. We always have a good time together. We're a good group of friends. And, we all just love Minecraft and just having fun. That's what we're all here for. So, guys, with that being said, that will actually conclude this podcast. Like I said, next week, guys, if nothing too much happens in the world of Minecraft, we will, of course, be talking about Minecraft Legos because there is always plenty going on in that world. And, of course, we'll always do bug fixes and all that. Remember to leave a comment. We'll go ahead. I'll read them in the podcast. So, hey, everybody enjoys their 5 seconds of fame. So, go ahead and get it, and you'll forever be in a podcast on YouTube. So, that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and as always, make sure you subscribe. May as well keep trying to beat Joe to 100. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.